Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 1 of Dune Imperium, and we are playing with the Dune Imperium Immortality expansion. We've got the Bene Tleilax board on the table. We're also playing Rise of Ix, so we've got the Ixian technology deck, the interspacing Chom and Landsrad Council overlay. We're playing with the deluxe edition, so we've got these cool miniatures that we've painted up, and you can go check out our miniature paint through video if you want. This is going to be House Harkonnen, my player, and I'm going to use House Hagal cards. House Hagal deck here. We've already removed the 2-player House Hagal cards from the deck. We also have our starter deck, and to play Dune Imperium, we're going to swap out the 2 Dune the Desert Planet cards and swap them out for 2 cards that are Bene Tleilax Experimentation. So we'll be doing the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. He'll have some Tleilax experimentation going on, and we'll jump into it. So I'll throw these back into the pile. We'll also reveal our Imperial row here, and we have a new Tleilaxu row above it. So I'll sort of put these out. Get ready for the gameplay. Any Jesuit initiate, negotiated withdrawal, Weirding Way. We've got the Tleilaxu row, Slig Farmer, Guild Impersonator, From the Tanks, Organ Merchants. Grim stuff in the world of Dune. Okay, so let's jump into it. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got August Moldenhauer's trilogy, Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines. Anyone who's been preparing for the Butlerian Jihad wants to check these books out. We've got Impedance and Admittance in Desiring Machines. The twofold problem here is not only machines achieving general artificial intelligence, which makes them more human-like, but humans becoming more robotic with the use of like cell phones and automation and things that make us less out of the box and crafty, as God Emperor of Dune tried to help us with. Next volume is Psychoanalysis of Artificial Intelligence, looking at the history of things like science fiction film tropes with AI, and looking at it sort of in a Freudian and Lacanian sense, in the sense of the artificial intelligence will include this in its knowledge domain, our attitudes toward our artificial intelligence, our fears and hopes. And then finally, the forthcoming edition, Computational Complexity and Psychiatric Agency, coming out by the end of this year. We've also got a podcast channel, Pontos Fathom Press. We just did a podcast on the ethics of Frank Herbert, which I think is God Emperor of Dune. I think that's his ethics. But we've got a great book that is capturing some of those Pontos Fathom podcasts. This is Jungian Alchemy and Horror and Science Fiction, featuring Frank Herbert. If you check out the bookstore link below, it helps to support the channel. You can always go over to our Patreon, and for as little as $1, you can help help us fold space with the YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's jump into round number 1. So let me get the turn marker, and we're going to start out with I'm going to draw the new conflict. And we have skirmish for round 1. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's see what Baron Harkonnen is going to do here. First off, he's got, from the start of the game, you secretly choose 2 factions. You deploy 4 troops to the conflict area, return your choice, and gain 1 influence for each. So I'm going to choose secretly. The 2 factions I'm going to choose are, I think I'm going to choose the Emperor and the Spacing Guild. Emperor and the Spacing Guild, those are my 2. I mean, they don't really need to be secret because it's me, but I'll just kind of choose those factions. Okay, so we'll start phase 1 of the round. We've revealed the conflict card. And we will take 5 cards from our deck for the starter deck. So this is Harkonnen. He's got Dagger, Seek Allies, Reconnaissance, Diplomacy, and Experimentation. Okay, so let's kind of keep these down here for now. And he'll go ahead and play his first agent. We only have 2 agents. I'm going to move these 2 agents off the board for now. They only have 2 to start with. These extra agents come with Swordsmaster. I'm going to put these here. Extra agents. Okay, so first off, I do have the experimentation card in my hand. I want to see, maybe I'll grab that rule quickly. Let's just see how experimentation works on the Tleilax board. So Tleilax board, experimentation. I think we have to do 1 research token and 1 Tleilax token. So these can be for the research tokens, right? Or these are down here for research tokens. Okay, so let's take a look at... oh no, we have to put these up here. Yeah, okay. So, Tleilax row. Let's see what happens if I want to play research track. Each time you trigger the research icon, advance your research token 1 space to the left. So I'm going to activate the research icon. So I've got a research icon in this, in the experimentation, right? I've got this card. So I can play I've got to use that to win though, I think. Right, so I'll hold off on that for now. That can happen later. Let's start out with just playing a normal card. Maybe I'll go to the research station, or let's gain some water. I'm going to go to the Fremen. I will put a token on the Fremen and play this one. Well, I can discard it here, I guess. And I will move up on the Fremen track by placing myself in still suit. 1 still suit. I gain the 1 water. And that goes to Harkonnen. Next up, we're going to go to Count Ilbin Richez. I pick a House Hagal card. I get Tech Negotiation. I'm going to turn these tech cards over. So you get -1 off of tech. Let's just check the Rise of Ix rules for the tech option. Rise of Ix tech option for solo play. Rivals can acquire tech, but only those that are marked with the Small House Hagal icon. Okay, Small House Hagal icon. Okay, he can gain training drones, or when you win a conflict using Dreadnought, you may return a Dreadnought to your supply chain. So, I'm going to basically just place a Dreadnought. I'm going to place my agent on this one, and I get -1 for the item. I can turn in an intrigue card. Is that what that is? Turn in an intrigue card? What does that icon mean? I can turn in, flip this tech tile face down, use it to use its ability. So I can flip this face down if I buy this for -1. Right, so I just basically take this one for, I get -1, so I'm going to pay for that one. And -1 and -1 from this card. And I will flip this to get an additional token to another army piece. So I'm going to move an army piece into the reserve here. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead to Count Ariana Thorvald. Count Ariana Thorvald. She will also grab a House Hagal card. She gets wealth. She's going to move up on the track. So we'll place one of her agents here. She gets 2 Solari for that. So Countess Ariana Thorvald gets the 2 Solari. Let's go ahead and advance now back to Baron Harkonnen. He's already played the Fremen, so she moves up 1 as well. And this has to be red that moves up 1. Okay, so the Baron Harkonnen will also place seek allies. He'll go ahead also and go to the guild with fold space, and he'll gain a card. He will gain acquire a fold space card. So he gets this fold space card. He'll move his agent here. We'll move up 1 in the track, and we add fold space to our deck. Next up, we will go to Count Ilbin Richez. Ilbin Richez, House Hagal card. Harvest Spice, send an agent to space with bonus spice. He will go to the Imperial Basin, I guess, with his second agent. Next up, we have Countess Ariana Thorvald. She will grab a House Hagal card, and she goes to Harvest Spice as well. She can pay 1 water to go to this one. Her water is paid. Now let's look at the So now reveal cards remaining in the hand. Reveal our cards remaining in your hand. Play them in front. So the remaining cards in our hand will be Seek Allies. We get an additional troop with the dagger. And we get an experimentation, so we can move forward here with red. And we'll go ahead and put the 2 extra troops in. And we'll play the same for our enemies. These troops are in. He will play with 2 troops. And selective breeding, play with 2 troops. So that's going to make it 2, 2, and 3. House Harkonnen is going to win, so they're going to gain interstellar shipping token 1. Interstellar shipping 1, and they'll also gain 1 unit, and the other ones will gain spice 2 and 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out let's just check out the rules for that Tleilax board. Okay, we also, because we won, we're also able to take the 2 points of victory from the 3 points of victory from the source decks here. So we will take Bene Gesserit Initiate from here. We'll replace that card with Control the Spice, add this back to the deck, and that's going to do it for, I think that's going to do it for round 1. We'll move these back to their position. These will stay. 2, 1, and 1. Yeah. So I believe no, there's no victory condition yet. There was no victory condition here. Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for round number 1. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in round number 2. Really looking forward to seeing some more of these Bene Tleilax features. So I'll see you in round 2. Bye bye.